Yep, a little bit early, Monday morning. Got to get going. I have boys on school holidays who want to get on Fortnite. So I've been shoved in a bit of an earlier slot. I've been watching the Olympics this morning. Welcome everyone to another List 5 Live. We may well end a little bit early as well. But I turned on the telly this morning and I kind of was thinking about these Olympics. I'm not really going to get into them, I don't think. What happens, I turn on, it's like a gold rush, absolutely nuts. Tom Daley's gone and won a gold with, and his fourth Olympics, which is absolutely nuts. And then we've had Adam Peaty's won. Who else? Tom Pidcock, is it? Is it Tom Pidcock? I think it is. And then there's another triathlete, Yi, who's won a silver. It's absolutely mental. But absolutely brilliant. So from not being bothered about the Olympics, I'm now totally into it, which is fantastic. Hello, Derek. How you doing? Good to see you. You got to boot fairs this weekend, didn't you? I think you said. The ones down here were totally rained off, which I was quite pleased about because I'd missed the midweek one because I'd done my footing. I was going down round a boot fair about just over a week ago, and I was in so much pain. And I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to rest this. And I thought, I'm going to end up missing because I do 3 boot fairs a week. I wanted to rest it for at least a week. I thought I'm going to miss 4 or 5 boot fairs. So when they were rained off this weekend, I was like, results. That's coincided with me wanting to miss them anyway. So that's a little bit of car boot luck. But I think they went on in Scotland. It's been absolutely chucking it down now. Hi, Julie. Yeah, a bit of an early one today just because pressure from the younger generation to get on the computer. Hi, William. Hi, Paul. Good to see you. John. Nespresso. You made a live. You did. Steve Green. How you doing, Steve? I loved your mask. I saw your post on Instagram. Go and check it out. Steve had a face mask, but it had Nick and Andrew on it. And I was going to try and make an attempt at doing a funny comment because it had eBay backwards on it. And I was going to say, oh, look, it spells Yad. But after thinking about it for about 5 to 10 seconds, I thought that isn't funny at all. So I didn't comment. You know how it is. Hello, Damien. Hello, Peter Ray. But I was thinking that it's not Nick and Andrew. It's Andrew and Nick on that mask. How did you do it? Did you just order them up? It was fantastic. Hello, Skilty. Good to see you. Rosie Marsden. Peter Ray. Are you well, Peter Ray? I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's fine. Hope everyone's fine. Hello, Pete's Retro. Got all the Pete's in the house. Just need Peter Stride. Need Happy Chap to drop in. We've got the whole blooming lots. What have I got? Well, I'll tell you what I've been listing. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if this will even reach. Down there is behind the chair. But I'll explain what it is. It's a big box of Sylvanian. And then there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've probably got about 10 Sylvanian houses. These have just been kicking around for ages. And I've got a big box of figures, big box of mixed furniture, some vintage green furniture, a whole load of accessories in various Tupperware boxes. And what's stopped me from doing it, and the same with what happens with Lego, is I think I might have some rare bits in here. If I can make a kit, it'll be worth it. It's just been sitting around for ages. So it's just going all on. It's going to be like a house, a couple of figures, table, chairs, bed, cooker, a couple of bits of fruit and food, 15 quid or 15.99 or something plus postage. And hopefully, if I can get all 10 of them listed, some of them might be about 20, 25, but we should be looking at around sort of 150, 200 quid. Just get rid of it. William James, someone had 8 kilograms of Lego minifigures on eBay over the weekend. 8 kilograms of minifigures. It went for 900. Wow, that's a lot of minifigures. But are they? The thing with Lego is it all are they all sellable? I've probably got about 200 minifigures, but if they're just, some of them will probably be like 50p. Some of them might be worth a hell of a lot. Who knows? Oh, someone's going to be busy anyway. Right. Where to start? Well, I should do that Sylvanian, but I'm not going to. I've got a load of Converse. The ones I want to sort of get, I've got 4 pairs of these Batman ones, which look brilliant. So we got the Riddler. I'll show you them all. Okay, so we've got a pair of the Riddler. Pair with the Joker. A pair with Harley Quinn. Very nice. And probably the worst pair is the pair with Batman himself. Who wants those? Now, the thing about these ones actually aren't that bad, but some of them, let's see if I can find, yeah, see this one, quite a bit of wear on that, quite a bit of wear, which I was aware of when I bought them. There he is, the 4th Pete in the house. Hello, Pete. How you doing? Peter Stride. They're not too bad, actually. So they have wear, but let's just go for it anyway. Let's list them. And I was told, reliably informed when I bought them, that you can't get them in this country. They are limited or something. You got them in the States. William James found a really rare pair of Converse in Brighton Vintage Shop. Was that the one in the lanes? Comps show they sell for well over 100. There used to be a vintage shop in the lanes, which was opposite the shoe shop. Slip into R Souls, R and then Souls, and opposite a noodle shop. I seem to remember. I'm talking about in about 92, 93. So it's a long time ago. Yeah, one in the lanes, North Lanes. I'm talking about. Yeah, I used to love going around the North Lanes, the ones furthest from the sea. Right, well, let's have a look. And I've had an offer declined. And what other news is I had a return on a Apple keyboard, which is over here. It was perfectly fine when it got back. And what I did was I refunded the money, and I just reported the buyer, and it said during that process that you may be eligible for a postal refund. Now, I had a quick look at something. I think Andrew got a similar return. Basically, they were saying, I think it was Andrew, saying something didn't work, and they got it back, and it did work. And he refunded 50% and said, yeah, it's fine to do that. It's all within policy. Derek will probably know about this. So, I kind of thought about, well, I'll refund it and treat it like that. It should have been a change of mind. And a change of mind is you don't get stung for the return postage. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to get back. But to actually just refund like 50%, if I did it on that, it'd be like, I think it was a £20 sale. What's going on here? It keeps coming up with loads of offer declines. Oh, my UMIG silent projector has sold. Awaiting payment. And an offer on some Pokemon plush, which I got for 20 quid, and they've offered 12. It's a little bit low, isn't it? It's a little bit low. Let's go back with a £16.99. That's £3 off. See what I say. Yeah, I'll look up some of these Converse. I've now got Google Lens on my phone after years of thinking I couldn't have it on my phone. So let's see what it does to a Converse. Let's have a look. I've got it on the homepage and everything as well. Anyway, I mean that refund on that keyboard, I looked at his feedback left for others, and it was a sea of red. So I was like, oh well, I'll just see if I can get the postage back on it. But I relisted it on eBay and it sold again. And yeah, absolutely nothing wrong with it. He said he'd had it for like 3 or 4 weeks, almost a month, and he sent it back saying the function key is temperamental. So I test all the keyboards. There's a website you can go to and you can check whether each one registers. It wasn't temperamental at all. It's absolutely fine. And he said the spacebar was wobbly or loose. He said it was loose. And the keyboards, they just clip in with a couple of plastic clips. There's nothing broken there. And then the space bar actually is a metal bar that hooks round. And these Apple keyboards, you can see them in there. So that's fine. So, Derek, if you got someone saying something's broken, 50% refund if it's resellable is a bit dodgy. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. You deduct the postage. What I did was I reported the buyer and said wrong return reason, or as soon as I went in, it gave it to me as an option, and then it sort of said you may be eligible for a refund. And I thought, well, that's a bit kind of like up in the air, isn't it? I bet that doesn't happen. But I think I may well deduct the postage in future. 100% deduct. Then, as eBay will 100% remove negative if you apply the discount. Yeah, I did think about the negative actually, because I thought, I'm doing this. Has it actually triggered that seller protection? So I'll do that in future. I will deduct the return postage I've had to pay if they've chosen the wrong reason. I did think maybe I should do this, but yes, Derek and Andrew are always on the case with that sort of thing. Right, let's have a look at this Google Lens then. I've been doing it quite a bit, and it's not come up with. It's not as amazing as I thought it was, but let's see what it does. Search with your camera. Tap the shutter button. Similar images. Oh, hello. Yeah, similar shoes. There it is. Pick, click. I want one on eBay. You see, I don't want to undersell these at all. Oh, £24.73. I can't remember how much I paid for these. Probably about £5 each, I would have thought, because she really was giving them the big sell. This one's got green laces. That's a nice little touch. Oh, I've returned my best offer. So it's a eBay.com sale, which is the equivalent of £24.72. I'm tempted to go 30 just because of the rarity of all these, and just see where they land. All right, let's have a look at this offer for this Pokemon thing. They offered 12. I went back with $16.99. They've offered 13. Sometimes I just decline it when they do that. It's like, no, go away. You come back with a sensible offer, and then we'll talk about it. I don't mind keeping a Charmander plush for a little bit on the shelf. Catch me in the wrong mood, and other stuff before I start listing is last Sunday I started my sales again. I did them last month, and the results were absolutely mind blowing. I was getting huge sales. Like every day was over £100, apart from a couple of days. There was several days of £200 sales. I had one day of £400 sales. I've done it last week, and it's not been as good. So let's run through the figures from last week. So started on Sunday on 11 o'clock in the morning. Did a 127, good. Did a 30. So this is kind of like what it normally is, like good, bad, good, bad. Then 35 on Monday, £35.50. 197 on Tuesday, good. 110 on the Wednesday, good. 29.57 on the Thursday. 76 on the Friday, 35 on the Saturday, 65 yesterday, and £7.78 today. So, just typical with eBay, just when you think you kind of like, oh, this might be really good, it turns out that maybe it isn't. And I do find that when you're trying stuff for the first time, like if you try promotions for the first time, you'll notice a huge impact. And I don't know whether eBay do it deliberately. So, what I'm doing promotions dovetail with sales every month, and not had as good an effect. Now, do check out Chris from Cookie and the Hagens. He did a video on optimizing your listings, and I think it's the first time he's done it. He used to do the whole relist thing, which I used to do as well, and he's noticed it's had a good effect. I think generally, if you can try and get rid of old stuff off your store and try and focus on getting new stuff on, that is kind of key to it. So, getting rid of that old stuff may well be putting it in a sale or promoting it more, but really try and push that stuff out. But I'll keep you posted. We've got another week of the sale. Hello, Craig. How you doing? Richard had a buy return an item that was fitted by their garage. It was an ABS sensor that was brand new. Yeah, well, there'll be a reason for used in there, but if you've got seller protection, that's the fit for the bin. So hopefully you can refund, just do the maximum 50%. It's not as much as you'd hope to get, but hopefully it'd still be profit on that item. But yeah, everyone feels your pain. Everyone's been there. Hi, Mark. How you doing? Happy chap. Very sunny weather. Death for eBay sales. Yeah, I saw your video, Pete, on the A3. Less said about that, the better. Although Pete went to the A3 and there's hardly anyone there. I went down to Rusper once, which is probably like 50 minute journey, and the booth there wasn't even on. It was they were doing motocross there. I was like, Jesus. Should have checked it before. Right. I'll have a quick look on, just do a search, Converse Joker All-Star. Yeah, see, the wear, there's wear. They don't look that well. I say it might be a special version. Who knows? There's one with the Joker's head, like full on. That one I saw was from the US. I think £30 sounds good. $29.99, $3.79 postage. Let's stop faffing around. I'll just do one little. Let's condition used bins. Get off this gallery view. Why do you change to gallery view? Let's have a look at solds. And let's just quickly do it by highest price. Right, used. Highest we got, well, UK only. Let's do. There we go. Is that UK only? Sometimes these filters don't exactly work. Come on. Perhaps I just need to refresh the page. Right, UK only. There we go. £70, £50. Ooh, don't undersell it. £40. Do I go slightly higher? I don't know. Hi Lee, how you doing? Happy chap, yeah, it does happen. Hello, Cinema Music, Pete, and Derek. Hello, Polly. How you doing? Yeah, Lee, how you doing? You all right? Tap Peddler, Derek. Check out his channel. Notice that if you try and change business policies, Dispatch time. Items that have offers won't update. Yeah, you're not allowed to change anything that is under an offer. Can't change the price either, I don't think. Monkey Thrifter, how you doing? Hello, Stu. All right, 20 minutes in, I'm not listed anything. I'm going to go $34.99. Let's go nuts. Even with the wear. Right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's get that exact one I had. I should do all this research before, obviously. Once I do one, all the others will just whip through because I'll have them all at the same price. So has everyone else's sales been a bit rubbish? That's kind of like what I've heard. Mark had a great day yesterday at a car boot. He sold 20 wee packs at £30 each. Nice one. Yeah, I'd have had some of those wee packs off you. You got any left, Mark? Drop us a message. The beard is it's a Mexican. It's Mexican Western. What do they call those? Oh, kicked out of. Right, here we go. We're in. Right, they are now sizing on Converse. Let's have a look. Women's 9, UK 7. Women's 9, UK 7. Okay. Oh, that's American, isn't it? It's definitely American, the men's and the women's. So it's UK size 7. I'll just confuse it if I put that women's stuff in. Right, we're away. The Joker, DC Comics. We've got Justice League written on them. Converse All-Star high top shoes. Shoes DC, haha. What do you call these? Pumps, trainers? What would you go for? Kind of got high top trainers. Pumps. No. 5 sales so far this morning. Oh, that's good. Here he is. It's Chris. Yeah, check it. Just saying, you did a great video, Chris, on your optimization of listings. And I was saying, you kind of always find that when you try something new on eBay, it has a huge impact. I had it. I would when I did my sales last month, combined with my promotions, I was up 100% on turnover month on month. 100%, double my turnover. I've done exactly the same this month. Probably a little bit less on the listing, new stuff, because I was trying to get £150 worth of new stock on every day, and that's probably not been as on the ball with that. But yeah, not been the same this month. But the consistent thing about eBay is it is ups and downs. You can't say, I tried this last month, I'll do it again this month, and it works the same. It's never the same. Right. Converse All-Star. The Joker DC Comics. High top trainers. Justice League. Justice League in. I don't think I will. I don't think I'll sell it. Rare from US. Did that sell it? I'll just put rare. Oh, I sound like a complete idiot. Right, we're on week 4, 2021, 0726, week 4. And we'll stick them in gents' clothing. Keep the item description to a minimum. Do have some wear on sole. See photos. These ones with the wear, I will. Why does it come up with a price in dollars? Because I'm on eBay.com. Oh, don't like that. Do not like that. Why has it done that? Right, save that as draft. People have reported, this is interesting. People have reported massive sales losses. Updates are causing trouble. But it'll be worth it when it's ironed out. Yeah, something random chaos, as Chris says. Right. Yeah, as happens sometimes, it's suddenly gone into ebay.com. Hopefully it's going to be in my drafts. Yeah, it's in my drafts on ebay.co.uk. Yeah, so I'm totally into the Olympics now from not being interested at all. I'm there. I love watching the taekwondo. That is crazy. Well, it's still coming up as dollars. What are you doing to me? Right, come out of that. Do that. Do that. ebay.co.uk drafts. I mean, is it because it was created in .com? I'll go into the draft. It goes to .com. Okay, we'll forget that. I'll just copy that title. Create a single listing. Blooming heck. Men's shoes trainers. Continue with that. Oh, Jesus. All I wanted to do is list some shoes. 2021 07 26 week 4. Top category men's shoes. Come on, this is supposed to be streamlined. This is, yeah, I want to be like, you know, what's it called? Daily Refinement or whatever his name is. And when he does 7 billion listings a day. Have somewhere on sold. See photos. Copy. I think he was saying he gets his listings down to like he does a listing per minute or listing every 2 minutes or something ridiculous. Can I see how that is physically possible when you have photos to do? If you have to test something and it's broken, I think that must be best case scenario. Okay, that's all drafted up, and we've got the pound sign. $32.99 for those, seeing as they have a bit of wear. Save as draft. That's the jokers. Right. Well, let's do a bit of tidying up on the stream. Let's just do a bit of there we go. Right, Riddler. Mark's got loads of new stock coming in. 150 Acer laptops. He doesn't do things by halves. You know, he's there. I've got like 4 pairs of shoes. Right, let's copy that. These need a bit of a clean up. They need a bit of a cola flipper job. But these don't have much wear. So I'm going to try and get $34.99 for these. I think anything over, given time, anything over kind of like 25 will be all right with these. Right, let's just change the title. Wriggler, same size, I'm guessing. Yeah. And oh, I've got the wrong postage policy on, so I'll have to change the other one. And we'll try a couple of quid extra on these ones. 2 listings. Master of Pieces. I'm still trying to sell my He-Man sticker book, my A-Team sticker book. I've got someone in Paraguay who wanted to buy it, but didn't want to do GSP. I think they're on for around about 20. It might be a little bit strong. I think one of them in the sale is around for 17. On for 17, but Master of Football cards and David Beckham cards, Master of Pieces. Right, just change the policy on that Joker. Yeah, sales are up and down. I never expect sales to be that great during the holiday period. Oh, what have I done? I've gone list instead of save draft. It's kind of weird though. You have to be careful not to keep sort of saying, "Oh well, it's just after Christmas sales are bad." Oh well, it's summer holidays sales are bound to be bad, because you could practically go through like 3 quarters of the year going, "Oh, I expect bad sales." You kind of like got to think, if they're not great, you've got to make them a bit better than they are. You can't rely on that quarter 4, even though quarter 4 is obviously brilliant. You do want reasonable sales at all other times. Right, these Harley Quinn ones are quite good actually. Not a lot of wear on that. A little bit of wear on that one at the back. They've got a heavier left foot at the back. I've done a little bit more wear. Drives me nuts when people ask not to do GSP. I don't mind giving them the price, but I always give them the signed for tracked price with enough insurance to cover it. But I prefer it if they did do just do GSP. But there's that old thing about always put the measurements in, like the size and the weight in your listing. Not that I always do it, but it is a good idea, especially for lighter stuff. I was selling some what are they called? Like musical show brochures. They're not called brochures, but they're like programs. And someone wanted one in the States, and I think it was like a few quid less for me to send it direct with all of the cover. So I did that for him. Right, Converse All-Star Harlequin. Okay, Mr. J. I get a feeling these might surprise me. I kind of think I'm being a bit optimistic with the price. But seeing as you cannot get that one in this country, I'm doing them all as draft at the moment. I will probably just give them another little check over. And then the Batman ones, someone steps in some chewing gum, so I'm going to have to sort that out later. I've only just noticed you get taxed on global shipping program sales. Do you? I'm going to have to check that. I thought the buyer paid all the import tax, but I'll check that out. I know there's an extra charge for any international sale, like whatever not the PayPal charge, but the equivalent to you know, what you pay. But yeah, I don't know if I've had a GSP sale for a while, so I'll have to check that out. These ones I think I'll do for it's a bit of a cleaner. You can't see it on there, but it is slightly kind of yellowed on the toe. I might knock £3 off these. These size 7 as well. Yep, all the same size. I've put gents clothing. These, well, they are actually women's, but so go £31.99 on that. Okay. That's 4 things listed. Can I go? Yeah, I'm not too sure, Lee. I'm pretty sure the import tax is paid by the buyer, but it's an increased managed payment fee, I think. William buys a lot of collectibles from Japan and will get hit on VAT. Usually get them to send as a gift. Yeah, that's a good little tip. Got some board games. You know, why not? It's just kicking around the shelf. Belong to can you read that? You can't read that, can you? Philippa Lang, 3N. Is it all here? Well, if it isn't all here, I've got tons of spares for frustration. I'm sure it is all here. 1, 2, 3. I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't all here, he said, hopefully. Yeah, all there. All there. All there, apart from the rubber feet. But I will have, no doubt, have some spare rubber feet. So I imagine that's going to be about £7. But I would have picked it up for like 50p. Vintage frustration. I don't think I'd ever, excuse the pun, get bored of selling board games because they are so simple a lot of the time. Lee got charged an international fee because the sale is in Australia. Oh, that's interesting. I'll check that out. I'll check that out. 2% on the sale price of the item. Because I can understand if it's 2% on the, what would it be? Like 2% on the fee or something, but yeah, I'm sure it is detailed in eBay's policies. You should be able to automatically increase the price then, shouldn't you, really? Right. Oh, someone sold one of these for £12. It's a bit crazy. Well, I'll go £9.99 then. £12 and postage. Right, here we go, that's that. Now I've got a Monopoly, I've got a Cluedo, and I've got a Kaplunk to do also. Hello, JJ, good to see you. I'll look up those fees, Lee. That's quite interesting. So we do those in a minute. Let's have a quick look up at, see if I can find this. Now I had 3 model kits, large ones, and 2 of these smaller ones. The 3 I had like a complete-ish one. I bought the whole lot, like the 5 kits, 3 big ones, 2 small ones for 15 quid. First one I sold was Girls und Panzer, which I was reliably informed is some sort of Japanese manga series involving girls and tanks. That went for 25 quid. I sold another tank, big thing, but it looked like it was incomplete. It only had one track in it, and someone had tried to build it not very well. I put that on for like $6.99. That went very quickly. And I got another one which looks complete, which is on for 15 at the moment. So already got about, turnover wise, excluding postage, probably around about 45 quid back on the 15. And yeah, got these 2 left. Now they look, well, it's complete, but is there oh yeah, here's the instructions. Yeah, okay. So let's have a look. Fix. Oh, here we go. Let's come up straight away. Let's have a look at solds. Peter Ray always knew a lot of older listings lose conditions, which loses the condition description. Yeah, that's why it's a good thing, as Chris said, go through and have a look at which listings aren't getting the views. I've always said that, like, one of my mantras, 80% of my sales come from stuff listed in the last month. And it kind of leads you to think, well, what's going on with the rest of my stuff? Stuff that was listed like over 6 months ago, over 12 months ago. And as Pete says, things might drop off. Strange things happen, but they just go into this like void of nothing happening to them. So it's always good to go in and make sure that, have a look at the view. As Chris said, have a look at the views on each of those listings, the ones that aren't performing well, and go in and make sure you've got all your item specifics. Make sure you've got good photos, obviously, good title, and mostly make sure the price is right. I'm so kind of geared towards, so focused on pushing that old stuff off, and that's why stuff in my shop that is over, I think it's 12 months. It's been there over 12 months. It'll be on a 50% sale. Like I say, when I put stuff on eBay, I could put it on for like 50 times what I paid for it. So 10 times what I paid for it, 4 times what I paid for it. Even if I cut the price in half, if it goes on a 50% sale, I'm still making from 50 to 25 times, from 10 to 5 times, from 4 to twice what I paid for it. I'm still hopefully making money on it. Sometimes they just drop off. Yeah, I found a load of stock that just dropped off. Is the 80% of my sales go? Here we go. Is a good question, which I won't be able to answer. Is 80% because new stuff is good stuff and old stuff is not so good? I think that comes into play. It does a little bit, but there's also some new stuff which I make mistakes on, and some old stuff. Yeah, I mean, what you got to remember is, if 80% of my sales is stuff in the last stuff listed last month, by no means does everything in the last month that I've listed get sold. There are always some dregs because I either picked up the wrong item, I've priced it wrong, and that's what you get. You learn. But you've got to keep that flow. It's like you've got to keep the tube clear. You can't clog it up with old stock. Right. So one of these went for £4. There's another one. Yeah, these aren't worth very much money, really. Box and seal for £6.95. £7.95. I think I'll go to £6.99. It'll have to be like new other, I think, if it gives me that option. No. It's going to have to be used, but I'll have to put it in the description. Airfix A1306, A01306. God, I live in fear of writing something wrong. Sturmgeschütz. Right, complete. Unbuilt. There we go. I think I might do $5. I just want to get rid of this actually. $5.99. There we go. Yeah, definitely look at old stock, Lee. Like I say, for me, it's a monthly process now. Everything gets moved along, and well, here we are. This was the first one I did. So my sales at the end of June. The only thing I kept that wasn't in the sale was stuff in the current month of the sale, so like June, and the 3 months prior, so May, April, March. And then I had the 3 months before that, February, January, December, they were in the 10% sale, 1% promotion. 3 months before that, I was in 20% sale. 3 months before that, 30% sale. And then the 6 months before that was 40% sale, so bigger kind of span. And then anything prior to that, which kind of takes you back to November 2019, so almost 18 months ago, that was in the 50% sale. The only stuff that was kind of not included in that is stuff that is so cheap, like replacement parts, but I'm taking those off my shop anyway, like game parts and bits of online arbitrage where I've got like lots of stock, similar stock, and I know it sells. It's Kieran. I'll tell you what, Kieran, my boys will say, said to them, they've got a friend who does a YouTube channel, and we're all having a bit of a laugh looking at, I can't remember the name of his channel. He's like an 11-year-old, and he was Cosmic something, and he had all the lingo, all the stuff I don't say, okay, and they were going to write me a script. So I was going to come on, I might do it one day. He's like, come on, go, yo, guys, how you doing? And yeah, I might actually do that for maybe an April Fool. But, you know, maybe you can give me some tips as well. Good to see you, Kieran. What was I watching on you the other day? What have you been up to? Let's have a look at Kieran's channel. Rummage. I do think Kieran's got the best YouTube name. I was having a chat the other day to I think it was Tom and a few other people. What was it? Oh, it was your charity shop. Yeah, that was it. Kieran always does fantastic in the charity shops. Complete opposite of me. You cannot find like diddly squat in charity shops around here. And I kind of always say, oh, it's because I'm around here. But I bet you if Kieran came down here, he'd probably like absolutely, you know, cane it. And yeah. So Kieran thinks I should do that. Yo, what's up, guys? What do you say next? It's your boy. You say your boy, don't you? It's your boy, Vinegar Jar. Yeah, who knows? That may well be coming up. Any plans for a 2-year anniversary for being on YouTube? Oh, well, I'll tell you what. YouTube did come up with something, actually. I think it was telling me that I had 250,000 something or others. What was it? Or was it 250 like minutes, view minutes? 250,000 views, which is brilliant. You know, when I first came on, I remember being amazed that I got 10. But yeah, I might do something. But I always say these things and I never do. First video was October 2019. Yeah, you're quite right, Pete. Yeah. Well, maybe on the 2-year anniversary, I might come on and go, what's up, guys? It's your boy, Vinegar Jar. So, yeah, who knows? Right, I'm missing a lot of people's messages. Okay. Let's have a look. William James, most of his RA ends up at boost sales. A lot of my RA is slow. Yeah, William James saying about they might be bad purchases. Yeah, you're quite right. The thing with eBay search problem is that people say older listings will not have necessary information for new listings. Yeah, I mean, I remember reading a thing that basically your listing is good for about 3 months, and then it goes into a sort of like dormant kind of phase. And I heard this like over 2-3 years ago, and then after about 6 months you're in a dead phase where like nothing's ever going to get it working. But that was before promotions and before a lot of stuff that eBay do. So yeah, who knows? We'll never know the exact formula for selling something. Lee had a Jurassic Park figure drop off last Christmas and it tripled in price and just sold. Yeah, that can happen too. Suddenly it can come along and sell. It always surprises you. William James likes Master of Pieces. Yes, I like Master of Pieces as a name. I think almost every other YouTube name is fantastic apart from mine. What's it got to do with vinegar? Who knows? Monkey Thrifter, another brilliant name. eBay doesn't let you set postage higher than £3.50 for video games. This is correct. So if I sell a bundle of 10 games, I can only charge £10. Yeah, that is stupid. You're quite right. Absolutely. Yeah, £3.50, large letter, 10 games. It costs you £3 to send. Yeah, you're completely right. You've just got to put the extra price on the item, I guess. Yeah. Right. How much do you sell Monopoly for? Lovely condition. Completely could go on Amazon. But I just can't be bothered to sort of try and get a box. I'm just going to stick it on eBay. I'm thinking £20. I mean, it's absolutely, well, not mint, obviously, but absolutely lovely. Let's have a look. I'm sure I've sold these anywhere between 15 and 25, possibly even 30. £350, gold edition. 20 quid. I'll probably see like Happy Chap's name come up. £3.99. £20 if complete. Yes, £20. Me and Kath are on the. I've got the same wavelength going there. £20, £5 cover the postage. Hermes, obviously. There's one here listed from. Oh well, I won't say the name just in case I'm not allowed to. Let's just sell one like this and get it on. There is a specific category for bundles of games. Great info from Chris. So there you go, game bundles. Maybe you won't be restricted. I guess you won't be. Oh, that is good to know. Thanks, Chris. Another knowledge bomb from the southwest. Toys and games. New in. Very good condition. I've done very well with that. I have actually listed more than 5. We've done about 6 or 7. Hopefully the sales will pick up a little bit. And not having been to the boot fairs, it has given me a little bit of a chance to tidy up, which has been nice. One thing I was asked to do was another little chit chat with some other resellers. I got a message on the one I did, the video I did with Nick and George and I think it might have been Tom, Nick, George and Tom. which was over a year ago. I think it was the first live chat I did, and I kind of I went really big getting those 3 in. But they said, "Can you do another update on this, please?" I thought, yeah, maybe I should. They're quite difficult to do because you're obviously trying to sort of ask other people to come on, and other people might be busy or they may not want to do it or whatever, which is fair enough. But they are quite nice things to do, just have a little bit of a chit chat. And I think people like them as well. Getting a few resellers on talking about. That's why the stuff that Kieran and James collects, and John Luke do, and Ricky Lee. They're always good to just sit back and just sort of like watch people like chew the cud about reselling. Right, 20 quid. Savers draft. And we've got a perfect Cluedo down there. And a lovely Kaplunk as well. But I'll just go through and see if I've missed any questions, and then we'll end up a little bit early. I hope no one turns up at like 10 to 11 or 10 to 12, expecting to see the last 10 minutes. Right, Pete, you're not listening to the listing info. Don't keep brushing over when people try to help. I see sellers in here give you nuggets of information and I don't listen. Oh, well, that's very good of you. I don't think I've missed anything. I'll tell you what, Cinema, if you just like put down what you think I've missed, and we'll all wait for that and pay good attention to it. So, but yeah, I think I try and cover almost everything, and I always go back and review all the comments anyway. Yeah, I pretty much captured everything there. Life Redefined TV is going on holiday for 4 nights next week. So you've been listing in the hope. You can also schedule your listings as well, which is always good to do. Or you can draft and make it live if you've got your mobile on you. Hello, Neil. How you doing? You're queuing to get out of a festival car park. What festival did you go to? Let me know. Well, I did read that .com nugget. Yeah. Overtype.co.uk and put .com. Thanks for that, but I'd already sort of navigated away. But yeah. I do miss things, but I'm busy. Yeah, I do. Well, like I say, I do go back and I go through all of the comments, and sometimes I pick things up. But yeah, trying to do listing, you obviously do. If I was just coming on here and it was just talking to you and then reading the chat and talking to you and reading the chat, but I'm actually trying to list stuff and tell you what's going on in my life as well. Oh dear, I've come into a chat of know-it-alls. No one's a know-it-all. The only thing I know is I know nothing. Yeah, it's true. Hi, Tea Cakes. Tea Cakes knows her onions. I did miss that subscribe to Tap Peddler, even though you said it about 100 times. But do subscribe to Tap Peddler. Definitely do that. Stand and call in. Torrential London rain last night. Festival cancelled. You missed Primal Scream. Primal Scream, obviously from Brighton. Bobby Gillespie originally from Scotland, but lived in Brighton from when I was down there. And if you saw Bobby in the lanes, he was like, Bobby, how you doing? Bloke, I lived with 3 guys down there when I was at university down there, and one of them, he got to go around Bobby's house, but he was very cagey about it. He kept it quiet, so that's quite funny. Yeah, cinema music. Yeah, do not watch other channels, especially Nick. But I do try and cover everything. if I don't, just put it in bold. Let me know. I'm not precious about it. If you've said something that like is of vital importance to the the survival of humans on this earth, please make sure that I do see it. Definitely. Right, we've done an hour. I'm off to go and get a cup of tea. Have a fantastic Monday. Hope your sales pick up if they're down. Hope they continue to be strong if they're good. Hopefully the weather perks up a little bit and we can all get to car boots. I'm looking forward to that. Here's a good tip from Lee, who's told me this in person, who is go and check him out on Instagram. Retro Pursuit. I was struggling to remember what it was. Retro Pursuit. So Lee had got together a load of kind of like dross software, and you know how this stuff hangs around. And he just whipped it into CX and got one good item in part exchange. I think it was a Mario game, wasn't it? Yeah, oh, there we go. He says it. I didn't read it. He says it, and I'm ignoring him. And then bam, he sold it. One item sold. So there's a good tip for you. Get all your like dregs, get them to CX, get something worth a bit of money, and make some money. Right, yo. Never forget biscuits with tea. Take care, all. Have a fantastic Monday, and hopefully catch you later on in the week. Take it easy.